miss your chance to win a brand new 2022 Honda CRF 450 Works Edition for 10 bucks. Go to www.kaplancycles.com. Buy your ticket today. Another fine example why Honda dominated the market in the 70s and absolutely obliterated the sales of Triumph, BSA, and Harley Davidson. This thing is an absolute dime. It's super smooth. Guys, take a close look at the original factory finish on this thing. This is the original factory paint on it. It shines like a diamond. It's a deep, dark metallic with the gold and white stripe, the gold badges. This is a super sport model. A little longer, a little lower, a little leaner than the K model. It has a more sporty silhouette, a little bit lower bars, the same overhead cam 754.
Actually, it was higher compression, more aggressive cam profile, I believe oversized carbs, and it came factory with the 4-in-1.
I can tell you 85 comes up real fast on this thing in fourth gear. You don't even shift into fifth until you're close to 90. This thing pulls really hard.
That's my first motorcycle.
What's happening? That's your first bike? That's cool. Another fine Manic Mechanic tuned 750 Super Sport. This one here is an absolute dime. It, like I said, it's fast. This is super bike fast compared to anything else from this era that wasn't Japanese big bore 4-cylinder. It's in a league of its own. This one's been gone through front to back. Let me grab the work order so I don't leave anything out. This thing is a mint original survivor. It was born on April of 1975, 475. Making it, what, 46 years old? And it is, look at the deep, dark shine on the paint. The original factory seat is in excellent condition, has the original intake, boots, and carburetors. The exhaust header is the original header. It has a slip-on Jardine exhaust, and it's tuned perfectly for that. The good news is I have the original stock exhaust. If you want to see what it looks like, we've got the big brother right here. This is the next year model. We have the stock exhaust for this.
Or would this be the little brother? The younger one.
A little brother, yeah, good point. I have the stock exhaust that comes with the motorcycle if you want it. We have two of these. This one here was born August of 75, making it a 76. It's 4 months older than this one. This one right here is showing 22,883 miles on it. The original factory gauges are nice and crisp and clear. Everything works beautifully. Electric start, fires right up. It has the typical Honda quality components. The beeper for the turn signals works beautifully. The high beam, the low beam works beautifully. The rear turn signals. The handbrake and the foot brake. Electrically, the bike's at 10. Cosmetically, it's about as good as you're gonna find a vehicle from this era. This is unrestored. This has the original paint on the frame, which still shines nicely. It even has a sticker on the swing arm, the original Don't Modify the Exhaust sticker. The brakes have just been serviced. It's got a new set of tires on it. These are the GS High Max tires. It's a 190/19 on the front, kind of a Metzler copy. It's got maybe 100 miles on the tire set. They're in new condition. The rear tire, as you can see, is in brand new condition also. It also has a new drive chain on here, as you can see. The original chain guard is intact. The shocks look to be in new condition. Oh, there's still some wax on it. Look at this. The guys waxed it and they forgot to little bit of wax on the chrome still. It's just been completely detailed. I'll get into that in a second. And I don't know, it is Friday, so they forgot to wipe the wax off of it. But let me go over the work order here quickly. On the detailing side, it was steam cleaned, hand washed, degreased. They touched up the frame in a couple of spots. This is the original paint. This is unrepainted. Just a little bit of touch up if there was any bare metal showing anywhere. That's the original paint on the swing arm and the frame. The tank was clay bar waxed and polished, and 2 coats of wax on there, so it shines like a diamond. They polished the wheels, the forks, the controls, the bars, the fenders, etc. Buffed and polished the tank, cleaned the seat, the tires, and the grips. It was Kenny Strong one of our senior detailers, spent 10 hours on this bike, a full day plus 2 hours, which is what it takes to properly detail a bike. The chrome on the wheels is all polished. This is all original chrome and it looks excellent. The front fork tubes are not pitted. They look really nice and still have a nice shine on them. The front fender is in good condition, no damage on the fender, which is remarkable for a bike of this era. Then it went to the mechanic, Jeff, and he went right through the bike, adjusted the valves, adjusted the points, set the timing, cleaned and honed the rear brake caliper, tested, went through a full nut and bolt, aired up the tires, set the tire pressure, adjusted the new chain, installed the new spark plugs, went through the carbs and micro drilled the pilot jets. It replaced the airbox boots. That's key. You replace these airbox boots because these start to leak when they get older with brand new OEM boots. The air filters new, and the valves were, did I say the valves were adjusted? Yep, adjusted the valves, clean points, set the timing, went through the whole thing, gave it a major tune-up and synchronized the carburetors in typical man and mechanic style. She runs and rides as good as she looks. Junior, you want to add anything about this classic 1975 Honda 754?
Yeah, first year of the Super Sport model. Few and far between these bikes. We've had a couple really nice ones over the years, but it's been some time. These aren't just kicking around on the classifieds everywhere. Every time I see one of these, you know, it's a 1975 model. We're going on 50 years here. What would it cost to store one of these in a climate-controlled environment? Like on this bike, there's really no degradation of the hardware or of the chrome. Stored in a climate-controlled facility for the last 47 years. What would it cost you to do that, Pops?
Well,
I know you looked into storage
prices. If you did the math, it'd be
recently.
$600 a year at 50 bucks a month. $600 a year for 50 years would be $30,000. That's pretty remarkable if you think about it. And what about the time and labor to keep it washed, waxed, cleaned, and protected all those years too? If you put it in those terms, it's pretty remarkable. The original center stand is still intact, and in good condition. The side stand is in good condition. The original factory pegs, all the original cycle parts. That's a really remarkable thing. At almost 50 years old, the original cycle parts are in excellent condition, and the whole fuel system's just been done. It's got a nice header on it. It's pretty fantastic. And I've got some good news. I might have already mentioned it, but I have the stock exhaust right here, which is, talk about unobtainium. This is the original HM CB750F HM392 Honda exhaust. And I'll show you how this mounts up right here. Very simple to replace. You just remove the stock baffle, and in less than an hour, you take the exhaust off, put the pipe on, and tighten it up. Might take you a half an hour if you have all your tools organized. And you saw how it looked on that one there. Definitely a lot quieter. This one has a nice bark to it, and not too loud, but it has a nice deep growl to it. And it runs, you probably get a few extra horsepower of the dyno with a free breathing exhaust. So you will get the factory exhaust with it. If you have any questions about it, give us a call, 860-454-7024. Like Junior said, finding these in good condition is becoming extremely rare. You know, to have one that has the original factory reflectors right here, the headlight bucket's perfectly mint. There's no evidence of it ever being dropped. These are the original, guys, this is the original clutch lever on here. Look at this. This has the original factory finish on there, and it's never been dropped.
A few things, Pops. We do have a clear title. Open title will be transferred through the dealership. And at one point, guys, the factory tack stopped working, so it was replaced with, I believe, that would be a later. That's
you know
a later
what's funny?
tack.
I've been playing with this bike all afternoon,
and you didn't notice.
And I didn't even notice it.
You know, I was looking
bizarre.
at the photos. The blue and the green are close in shade, and I don't think it really doesn't pop out.
Also, actually, I think when I put my glasses on, they might look about. No, they actually looks more different with the glasses on. I'm surprised. I'm like a stickler for details. I can't believe I didn't notice that.
It's a replacement tack. The mileage is believed to be accurate. But guys, the bike shows really well in person, and I mean, just watching you go up the road, it was accelerating like a GS 1000.
It is extremely fast. Another hallmark of a Jeff Castine tuned 754. Whatever they pulled out of the factory. He gets a couple extra horse out of them.
You could tell it was moving with the
Yep, that was 4th gear, guys. Hey, check this out. It still has the original factory yellow. See this? These are the factory yellow inspection paint that they put on there after they torque it down. They put that on. And that means an inspector did that. Now, those are usually polished or waxed off or blown off by the ides of time. Headlight bucket and the chrome is in remarkable shape. The front fender's not damaged. It's like carrying around an egg for 50 years and not dropping it. To have a, and this is the first era of the Honda Super Sport 754, more sporty than the K was. One of the last, what was the last year of the single overhead cam?
79.
79. So Honda had it figured out. The first one of these was in 1969. Those are, the 69s are unobtainium. If you can find a 69 Sandcast for under 30 grand, if you don't buy it, call me, I will. They're becoming priceless. The 1970s, I haven't seen a clean 70, super clean one sell for less than 12. I haven't even seen one come up recently that was stock and original. Those are trading in the 15,000 and up range. So what's next? Well, the Super Sport. These are about to, they are going up in value every year. If you're looking for an investment quality classic that's going to outpace the stock market, look no further. And you have the fun of having the header on it, but you've got the stock exhaust if you want to put it back to stock. Typical Honda quality. It don't get no better than this. The color of this thing is just, I love the color. It's absolutely beautiful. Gold, dark red. What a beauty. Just glad to see this one go. Good luck bidding on it. God bless America.